Hi, I'm Susie from out west Homestead, and I live in southern New Mexico. and Thank you for coming by and watching. So today I'm going to talk about the sunroom. And I've talked about it a lot, but some of you are new and don't know about our sunroom. So uh, one day, when we moved here, this area. Uh, it was kind of like a yard, but nothing grew. It was mostly dirt. Before we made the sunroom, it was a hot spot. I had a hard time putting anything over on this side of the house. The sun just cooked it. So one day, me and Bill was on the porch swing, and I was telling him, I said, I wish we could figure out what to do with that space because it's just so hot. It's real hard to grow anything. And so we was on the porch swing and we was talking, and then I thought that'd be a great place to put a sunroom. So he started thinking about it when we was talking about it, and he said that would be a good place for a sunroom. We get a lot of light, a lot of heat right there, and so the more we talked about it, the more we got excited about it. And so we built this sunroom, and Bill, he brought up blocks. He made a foundation around here, and then he put blocks on top of cinder blocks. And I think it might be maybe 2 foot high. And then he put the windows in and the roof and all that, and our solar panels up there because we got a bunch of them. So sure enough, we made a sunroom. And am I happy about it? And them solar blocks, what we did, we packed a lot of dirt in them to insulate the wall, and plus it gets heated all day long, so we figure the heat in that wall will come back into the sunroom at night. So we was always thinking about how to heat the sunroom without having a heater in here or any kind of electric. So I got rain barrels, buckets of water in here. The water has really kept it good. And I do want to put more jugs in here. So far, the coldest it's got is 59, I think. It stays kind of around 60, but when we got that 20-degree weather, it was 59 in here. And then what he did after he built this building, he ran pipe down through the ground, and we got a connection over there for water. And what it does, it goes to a water tank he took out of a hot water heater, and it goes in that tank, and then so the ground heats it up, and it goes to that tank, and then it goes on up through the roof to our hot water tank in the house. So when that comes on, the water in there is already warm, and it don't have to heat up a lot. Because usually before he did that, we could hear that hot water tank on a lot trying to heat up. Even when it was just sitting there not being used, we could hear the hot water heater. It just don't hardly come on, because when we use it, this hot water is leaving this room right into that hot water tank. And this tank come out of a hot water tank. He just took it out of there. We don't have the whole tank in here. It's just the tank itself. And then he hooked it up and sent it through the wall. And we really got this room set up pretty good. He does have an electric fan in there and it's hooked to our ductwork. If we have to, we can use the heat like that into the house. But we don't want to run electricity. We always try to keep our electric low, so we don't really use it. It's just something if we have to. And we got 2 bedroom windows on this side, and we can open it up. We usually don't use that middle bedroom, so we don't use it too much there. But this window over here, we open that up every day and draw the heat into the house. Because this is the farthest point back here where it don't get heat, but the sunroom heats up that bedroom real hot. And it stays humid with all the plants. When I water the moisture in the pots, it keeps it real humid in here. So we really try to figure out how to use this sunroom, and it just works great. I do have Christmas lights all the way around this. If it gets like real cold, we'll turn them on at night. Say if it looks like we're going to get clear down in the 40s, low 40s in here, I might turn them on. Plants can take low 40s, but if it gets down in the 30s in here, I will turn the electric lights on. I bought the kind of bulbs that heats up, so I'll have heat all the way around this sunroom. And we just tried all we can to figure out how to keep it warm in here, and it's working real good. But so today what I'm going to do, Bill got me some manure out there in the stall with the horses, and because the horses poop in there and they just pulverize it into real fine stuff. It's really good stuff. So I'm gonna kind of do this. I do got Miracle-Gro where I can fertilize the plants, and I got this stuff called Bloom Buster for the tomatoes. It makes the tomatoes have more flowers. And so what I'm going to do with this horse manure, I'm going to put it like this is a pot. I'm going to put it all around, just on top of the pot. I don't mix it into the dirt. And then when I water it, it'll be like a water tea, and it'll pick up nutrients from the manure, and then it'll water the pot. So I'm going to do that today. He went out there this morning and got me some. I got some tomatoes. Some tomatoes I dug up from the garden didn't make it, but I still got some that does. So I'll be doing that. And it's so fun to come in here in the sunroom and do this stuff. It's fun to sit out here on a cold day and you just warm up. You warm up to the bone, and if you get chilly, this sunroom will warm you up. It's like a sweat lodge. It'll make you sweat. That's the only bad thing. You start sweating in here and you step outside, it's like, whew, because you're all sweaty. But it's a wonderful place to be in. And it just, the doors worked out. We got a glass French door over there, so when we walk up on the porch we can see in here real good. It needs a little bit repairs, and Bill is going to try to do that next spring, and get it fixed back up better. But it's a nice place to sit and do your potting. Pretty soon I want to plant some tomato seeds. I want more tomatoes in here and get them going. And so that's what I'm going to do today, is give them some horse manure and water in. And so that's about what I'm going to do. I just want to tell the new folks about the sunroom. We really enjoy it and use it all the time in the winter. He did want to say, Bill was thinking, he said, that we should try grow stuff in here in the summer. And I usually don't because it's super hot in here. And I do got, even in the winter, I got shade cloth up there because the sun comes down through them glass panels and it burns the leaves of plants because the sun's real intense. So I told him, I said, well, we probably could grow in here, but we might have to try to shade it a little bit because it does get hot in here, and we can raise up all the windows, keep it cool. But that's something we're thinking about, maybe growing some food in here and see how it goes. Because I do like the sunroom, and if I could use it year-round, that would be good. So, anyway, thanks for coming by and watching Out West Homestead. What I'm going to do now is go put some manure in them pots. Bye. If you remember, I brought my cactus in. These are what I grew last summer. So here's their moms right here, and I had to bring them in. Look what happened. They're the 20-degree weather. It hurt them. I still got this part, but I am going to cut this over, cut this out, and keep them in the sunroom. So if you want to buy any of these edible cactus, they cannot stand 20 degrees weather. And here's, I had 3 mamas, and they really got hurt. Poor cactus. They come from a hotter climate in New Mexico, somewhere in Mexico. I can knock these off and save them, the mama plant, for next year. But they just don't like that cold weather. Here's one of the tomatoes, and they're doing good. They do got tomatoes on them, and they're really recovering. So I'm gonna give them some manure and put around, so when I water it, oh, somebody's hunting for a mouse. And that powder stuff, it'll sit, go right down into the soil. I'm gonna see how that works out. I won't do the cactus because they don't need nutrients, but my peppers and tomatoes, I'm gonna do that. So I got a lot of vegetables over here, and I'm going to put that manure in them. And then when I get done, I'll just sprinkle them all up and get them water. And there's a pepper right there, and a baby pepper right there. And I think they're going to like this manure and grow. Boy, these plants are loving it in the sunroom. If they would be outside, they would be dead by now. And it just looks so good. So I'll be doing that. So I'll see y'all later. My mouse hunter is in here. I've been catching mice in here, and I don't know where they're coming from because it's all walled in here. So I don't know how they get in here. But Belle, she thinks they're still in here. Right when I think I caught all the mouse, and then she comes in here and goes, nope, there's something else. So I put my mouse traps out. I'll see y'all later. Bye.